I got the high five from Public Access. Good evening. It is Tuesday, June 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. We're here at City Hall for the Finance Committee meeting, and I see we have a quorum of members present this evening, so we'll get things rolling. Item number one is discussion and possible action, terminal area project and temporary sponsor-only funding. And I see we've got John, our airport director, here, so I'll let you take it away.
All right, so we made a mistake and gave you the wrong figure the last time. And so this figure is we miscommunicated, and this is the figure that we need total, not in addition to, but total to commit to.
Okay, yeah, because at the last meeting it was $75,000, but now so the total amount for the project is $135,000.
Correct.
With a 95% match, so.
Correct.
We would only, yeah.
So all we're saying is that if the bills come due before the federal funding does, that we'll outreach our umbrella to pay that so that the feds can reimburse us later. So there really is no money coming out of Wausau here.
Anybody have any questions? Move to approve. Motion from Gisselman, a second from Tierney. Discussion? Not hearing anything. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Thank you for understanding our mistake.
Yep, glad we got that solved. Item number two, discussion and possible action on amendments to Chapter 3.25 Room Tax of Wausau Municipal Code. And let's see, we've got the changes here in our packet. Mary Ann, do you want to kind of clue us in on this a little bit?
Yeah, so I don't know, Ann, if you want to come up too. The existing ordinance was very confusing as far as when people don't either submit a report or don't submit payment timely. In addition, our penalties were more than was allowed by state statute. So this will put us in line with, and then I think finally, since our ordinance was developed, we now have new rules because there's so many marketplace providers collecting room tax on behalf of the hotels. So I can't think of any Travelocity, all those
aggregator websites.
Yes, and so, there's specific rules for them as well now in the state statutes. So now our statutes will align with the state statutes and not have excessive penalties.
Okay. Any questions? Sounds like the key feature here is that it addresses those third-party websites so that we
Yes.
can get the.
And aligns our penalties and interest to align with state statutes.
Get the collection in on a timely manner. If there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve.
A motion from Henke, second. Second from Tierney, discussion. Not hearing anything. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that carries. Item number three, discussion and possible action regarding budget modification for hot mix to complete additional mill and overlay street maintenance for the Department of Public Works. We did something like this last year using what we had not spent on road salt for the winter and reallocated it for hot mix, and that worked out really well. Last year, we were able to get, I don't know how many miles of roads done, but we'll doing the same thing again this year will help us get ahead on our street maintenance. So, if there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve the transfer of the funds.
Okay, a motion from Henke, second from Gisselman. Discussion. Not hearing anything. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that carries. Item number four, discussion and possible action regarding request for approval to purchase new truck pending sale of ladder 2 and the use of GEMT funds. We've got our fire chief here to tell us a little bit more.
Right on, thank you. So we're working with the ladder 2 that we've been selling to a department in Georgia, getting very close to a final sale for $1.1 million. Just a few checklist items that were taken care of with our custom fire, which is our rep that we used to purchase it through Sutphen. And moving forward with that. So we've been doing a lot of work in order to search for a replacement. And as you can see in the memo, that we found something that's suitable for us. Obviously, it's a little bit more. So in order to stay budget neutral, I talked with Mary Ann, and we've been working really hard as a department with Mary Ann, the fire department, and the DPW in order to hit all our check marks and submit all the paperwork to GEMT in order to get revenue from Medicaid. So with that money, I was proposing to make the difference up to keep it budget neutral in order to make this purchase. In order to save the $70,000, we need to make the purchase before the end of June.
Okay, any questions? Alder Tierney?
Thanks, Chief. That was good information. Do you think that we will have the deal closed with the department in Georgia on our truck before then?
I feel very confident that we will. That's why I'm bringing it forward. But, anything could happen. We've been working on things, and there's only like 2 or 3 items left to take care of on the checklist. But I feel like Customs has been doing a really good job of working hard to get all those things done. And I feel like in the next week or 2, we should have that sale complete.
Alder Henke?
Thanks. And this is pending the sale, so if that sale does fall through, I mean, then we'll recalibrate.
Right. If the sale would fall through, then we're back to the drawing board. And with the same truck, we have some other options. One is September, and another one is later in the year. So, we still have an option at this truck as a demo. This one is a demo right now. It's completed. It's down south at a show. But with the other ones, again, we wouldn't be able to save the $70,000. So I really wanted to jump on this, and that's why I'm coming a little early. But I feel like it's a great opportunity to save some money.
Okay, and then those GEMT funds, the Medicare funds, we've got that, or the Medicaid funds, we've got that already in hand, correct?
Yeah, we've been working on it, like I said, with the 3 departments. We asked for an extension, and we got an extension to the end of this month. We'll be submitting that paperwork for fiscal year 2023 and 2024. And then, of course, from every year moving forward, we'll submit that paperwork to the state and to the feds by the end of the year.
Okay.
For the revenue reimbursement. I don't have a estimate yet of what that number will be until we get some more information filled out and to them. But some of our comparables, such as Fond du Lac, where I stay in touch with the chief pretty closely there, they run about the same amount of calls as us. And their estimated number is $250,000 for 2023.
Okay,
So,
fair enough. Any other questions? Alder Tierney?
Mary Ann, this is probably for you. Any idea when we'll be submitting those papers?
Oh, before the end of June. It's due before the end of June.
Okay, we don't have a date when we're going to get it out the door, huh?
no, as we get it closer, we're doing a lot of homework to make sure we're doing it right. There's a lot of departments and a lot of feedback that it wasn't done right. And so their number isn't as high, so we're being very careful, but we will get it all in before the end of the month. We've got a lot done so far, but still some work to do.
Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion. Okay, motion from Gisselman, a second. Second from Tierney. Discussion? Not hearing anything. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks, Chief. And with that, we're at the end of our agenda, so we'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion from Henke, second from Tierney. No discussion, so all those in favor say aye. Aye,
Aye.
we stand adjourned.